From TMJ4 News, a special presentation. The Milwaukee Bucks chasing a championship. Here's Steve Shamraz.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this special coverage of the Milwaukee Bucks as they head into Game 1 of the NBA Finals. That game tipping off 8 o'clock in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm Steve Shamraz, coming to you live from outside our sports temple, Fiserv Forum. It is just buzzing with energy down in the Deer District tonight. This NBA Finals is history in the making for both Milwaukee and Phoenix. The Bucks and the Suns have some of the longest team droughts since last making the finals. 49 years for our Milwaukee Bucks, 52 years for the Phoenix Suns. We have team coverage tonight. My partner Shannon Sims is down in Phoenix. Jessica Maduker is live in the Deer District outside Fiserv Forum. Cassandra McShepard checking out all the merch in the Bucks Pro Shop. But let's begin out in enemy territory, the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Steve, I am not scared. I have enough deer here in this district to be confident that the Bucks will win tonight. But we shall see. And you talk about the drought. I know somebody who knows a lot about that Bucks drought. One of my good friends, Billy Young, who, can I say, are you a permanent snowbird down here?
Yes, I have relocated on a permanent basis. I'm happy to say, giving up the winter. And here I stand, in the heat. Supporting our Milwaukee Bucks.
How does it feel? Like, we're talking 50 years since they had a chance to chase a championship.
Well, see, I was in L.A. when Lou Alcindor was actually at UCLA. So, as you know, Oscar Robertson, Bobby Dandridge was on that team. Our good friend Johnny McLaughlin played on that team. So while they're talking about Chris Paul's drought, I get that. Man, the people in Milwaukee deserve this after 50 years of waiting and going through all of that pain. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Tell me, so what is your prediction?
You know what? Like I say, is it Giannis? Can you hear all over the world, by the way, the chants? Giannis. It's not just locally in Phoenix and not just America. It's all over the world. So this is international in scope. I got the Bucks in 6. Bucks in 6. They can beat Phoenix here twice, and they can certainly win twice at home. Bucks in 6. All
right, we're about to see. And it's interesting you say that. I met a Mexican journalist yesterday who was, again, talking about the story of Giannis. So we look forward to seeing when he'll actually hit the floor. But if he doesn't, there is a team ready to play.
They can beat him. They're beatable. And I see a championship. I see a parade down Wisconsin Avenue.
From your lips to God's ears. All right, again, we're down here in Phoenix enjoying the sun, getting ready for tip-off that is just a few hours away, Steve.
We're sending that one up right there. Shannon Sims, thank you very much. Giannis, he is questionable to play for Game 1. That's actually a good thing to be questionable. It's an upgrade from where he was at doubtful. This does not mean he is certain to play tonight. It's a step forward for the MVP. He suffered a hyperextended left knee during Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Bucks co-owner Mark Lasry is confident the Bucks are going to pull off this win with or without him.
We were able to win in Atlanta without Giannis. Drew and Chris ended up playing exceptionally well. So I think everybody believes that we can do it. Hopefully we're America's team.
And of course, in the last 2 games, the Bucks have shown they can win without Giannis, but he was taking part in warm-ups, as our Lance Allen showed us just about a half hour ago. Some of the fans in Arizona are actually split on tonight's game. Head coach Mike Budenholzer's hometown is in Arizona. It's the town of Holbrook, just about 90 miles east of Flagstaff. He graduated from Holbrook High School. That's where he played football and golf in addition to basketball. His foundation gives a scholarship every year to a graduating student athlete at Holbrook High. Back in the Deer District, let's send it down to Jessica Maduker. The gates opened at 6. It got loud in here in a hurry, Jessica.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the party is just getting started, and they have arrived. As you can see behind me, the party is getting started. This isn't even the half of it. We know that, Steve, because thousands are expected to pack in here. And of course, this is just one party inside of Fiserv Forum. Fans have access to buy $10 tickets to watch the game inside, of course, with AC, because it's hot out here. Now I'm here with my friend Irvin, and he is a very big Bucks fan. You've been here a few times out here in the Deer District, right?
Yeah, so I've been out here 3 times during the Brooklyn series and once during the Atlanta series.
Now I have an important question. Did you get any sleep?
No, since Friday I've been up going crazy, ready for today.
Oh, so have we. So have we. You know, tell me a little bit about what you are most excited to see today.
Ready for the Bucks to get winning 4, and I'm just excited to be here after not being in the finals forever. So.
And you told me specifically that you don't want to go to the inside party. You want to stay here outside.
Yeah, it's worth the heat.
It's worth the heat. Why?
The atmosphere outside is a lot better than inside, to be honest. I love it out here.
You love it out here. Well, I will be able to confirm if the outside is better or the inside a little later. And we'll just keep you updated as we continue to talk to fans and enjoy this wonderful atmosphere. Sending it back to you, Steve.
I think we know what Jessica's working on for the news at 10, a little inside versus outside action. Jess, thank you very much. James Groh joining me up here, overlooking the Deer District now. You're capturing the energy down in the plaza today.
Absolutely electric so far. And so over the course of the playoffs, I've actually met a lot of Bucks super fans. They're pretty easy to spot because they're always the ones in the front row of the Deer District 3 hours before tip-off. Technically, the Deer District actually isn't even open when they get here. But I wanted to introduce you to one fan in particular, Joseph Brown. He has been here for every game and is always early. Given that he's had a fair bit of media attention, but he always stays humble and knows what's really important.
But in the end, it's about the experience in the city of Milwaukee. It's not about me. It's about our city because we need to heal. Again, the pandemic devastated us from the DNC to Summerfest, and to finally have the NBA Finals and to have reporters like Stephen A. Smith see how good of a city we are is the best feeling in the world.
Personally, I think it's so much fun to see these super fans who take off work and who drive hours to get here. I have to give a quick shout out to my guy, Reezy. I know he's there. Reezy. I've seen him every single game.
All right.
The dude is a diehard fan, and I think it's just one of the most fun things to talk to them, feed off their energy.
I'm hoping we have a lack of fan humility here, as we are boasting about a team that's going to get it done.
I know, right?
And those are my favorite times to be a fan, when you don't need to be humble.
I say people can brag a little bit, Take your time, take your moment,
All right, James Groh, thank you very much. Here now is the NBA Finals schedule. Games 1 and 2, both tipping off in Phoenix. The series then comes home to Milwaukee. Games 3 and 4 being played in Fiserv Forum. That's on Sunday and Wednesday of next week. If you want to watch Game 3 inside the arena, it is going to cost you. The cheapest tickets on Ticketmaster right now are standing room only. No guaranteed view of the court with those tickets. It will cost you $375 for no guaranteed view of the game. If you want to sit down, the cheapest seat is $585. The best seats available, $6,000. Or the cheapest option is during away games, those in-person watch parties inside Fiserv Forum. You can have a seat inside the arena for a $10 bill. Now, it should be illegal to be a Milwaukeean and not have some kind of Bucks gear hanging in your closet. If that's you, Cassandra McShepard can help. She's live inside the Bucks Pro Shop to help us all find something to wear to celebrate reaching the NBA Finals. Hey, Cassandra.
That's right, Steve. Hey, how you doing? They have balls and koozies, banners and hats and clothing. These are just a few of the things that you can find at the Pro Shop here in the Deer District. And I am with the marketing manager, the retail manager, Krista Jorgensen.
Correct.
Krista, thank you for joining.
Absolutely. Welcome. Welcome to the Pro Shop.
I should say thank you for letting me in here.
Of course.
Clothing shopping, that's my thing.
That's what we want you to come out. We want to outfit Milwaukee.
Yes. I love that. And so let's talk about some of the things that we're going to outfit Milwaukee in.
Yes.
Now, I have done a little pre-shopping.
I see.
Because I'm that kind of girl. And we're going to do kind of like a lightning round.
Okay.
How about that? All right. And the first one.
Locker room Eastern Conference Champs shirt. You can't go wrong. Commemorative piece. The players wore it.
Love it. All right. And the second one.
Brand new from Sportique this afternoon. It's a unisex t-shirt, extra small through 3X. Everyone can buy it. Perfect for summer.
You are good. All right. Now, This is kind of like a sad little shirt. So what would you put?
Sad. You got gold. You got foil.
And I kind of cut the neck out, but you could do better than this for me, right? You would put me in this one.
You would look great in that because it's lightweight. Wear it for the summer. In the wintertime, put it under a blazer. Can't go wrong.
All right. Now you also talked to me about Cream City Bucks gear. And you even have socks.
We sell a ton of socks. Cream City is one of those things that's not going to go away. We have a new collection coming, hopefully by the end of the week, but we have a new Cream City collection coming for the playoffs.
Love it. And of course, we got your babies covered. Let's talk baby Bucks.
I mean, isn't that the cutest thing ever? I mean, a Bucks jersey, like onesie. I mean, we've seen some really cute babies in the onesies.
Kristen Jorgensen, thank you so much for joining us. Again, the Pro Shop at the Deer District has got you covered, Steve, so nobody should be undressed.
I like what you're wearing, Cassandra. It's got a little bling to it. There we go.
I'm that kind of girl.
Cassandra McShepard, everybody. Thanks so much. Okay, bets have been placed. Wagering is allowed if you are a mayor. Mayor Tom Barrett and the Phoenix mayor, Kate Gallego, have agreed that the mayor of the losing city will have to wear the other team's jersey. The loser also has to send a package of local goodies to the winner. Mayor Tom Barrett tweeting, quote, "I hope Mayor Gallego looks good in green, and I can't wait to get whatever they are good at making in Phoenix." Still ahead on our coverage of Milwaukee, chasing a championship. The Milwaukee Bucks are not only at the forefront of the NBA Finals, but the Olympics as well. We'll introduce you to an outstanding athlete making our city proud. Welcome back to our extended coverage of Chasing a Championship. Here's a quick fact about tonight's matchup. 0 players playing in these games in the NBA Finals this year have an NBA title under their belt. This is the first time that has happened since 1977. There are a lot of people playing with a lot on the line this time around. Lance Allen joining us live now from Phoenix Suns Arena to tell us about an athlete who is making Milwaukee proud. Lance?
Definitely, Steve. We're about an hour and 15 minutes here from tip-off. Zora Stevenson is the Bucks sideline reporter. She did some play-by-play and was groundbreaking this year as well. She will be a part of our team, NBC Sports, and of course TMJ4. You're home for the Olympics. It's a goal of hers, a dream, and she couldn't be more excited.
It's an honor. I mean, there was a certain point very, very early in my career playing basketball where I realized, like, Zora, you're not going to the Olympics as an athlete, right? And once I got into my professional career, this is on everybody's, bucket list. And to be able to have this opportunity, I don't take it lightly. I'm so excited, but I'm also focused as well because I want to do a good job and I want to tell these athlete stories to the best of my ability. So it should be great. Tokyo, what was supposed to be 2020, 2021.
Being a part of that broadcast, what is it going to be like for you? Tons of research, tons of hours, tons of meetings, tons of whatever?
Tons of everything. I will be covering men's and women's basketball in Tokyo. I'll be on the ground there and I'll be on the NBC platform's broadcast.
On the men's side, you're not going alone. Chris Middleton as well as Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Milwaukee will be represented in the Olympics, which is awesome. First-time Olympians, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton did participate in the World Cup in 2019, so he has some experience being coached by the U.S. men's head coach, Greg Popovich. And so the men are going for their 4th Olympic gold in a row. The women, however, though, going for 7 in a row. I mean, just they're superstars, just amazing stuff.
So whether it's the Olympics or the NBA Finals, the Bucks and the city are definitely at the forefront. Anything else you want to add? I always leave the floor.
No, but so great that Milwaukee is represented.
And we are happy about that as well. Zora doing a great job, great energy, very wonderful person. And now we just sit and wait to find out the status of Giannis. Mike Budenholzer saying moments ago, Steve, that they will update the status when they have to. So that means it will be a true game time decision. Live inside Phoenix Suns Arena, Lance Allen, TMJ4 Sports. Back to you.
We are all waiting anxiously on that word, Lance Allen. Thank you. Coming up, if you are headed down to Fiserv Forum to check out the party in the Deer District, You want to prepare for a little bit of temperature whiplash. It has been hot out here all day. The mercury is going to crash tonight. Brian Goddard tells us when next. Welcome back, everybody. We've been sweltering on the plaza all day long, but funny how these things work. Brian Goddard, just as we are about to come to you to talk about when the temperature is going to dive, it is 30 degrees cooler and it feels amazing.
Oh, that's called the outflow from those thunderstorms in Sheboygan. Thank you, Sheboygan! Oh, it feels so good. It was 94 in the shade just an hour ago. It's still 93, but I think it just took a nosedive. And you see those downpours up in Sheboygan. We're also watching some downpours north of Fond du Lac, but I think our chance of rain is diminishing. Really quick, we have a whole bunch of Bucks fans. They look great. Bucks and 4. Oh, look at this. Loyal citizen of a terrible city. Come on, really?
Come on, are you serious?
Stephen A. Come on.
I've been here forever,
Oh,
man.
it's a great city. Bucks and 4? Bucks and 4. All right, be safe, everyone. Be safe, have fun, go Bucks. Enjoy this. I've waited my whole life for this, you young. Oh, but you're like 18. I'm 14. All right. We're going to go to break now. Boy, that wind feels so good. Chance of rain very minimal. 60s by the end of the game. Go Bucks.
The success of our Milwaukee Bucks is encouraging some young basketball players to dream big. Even in the 90-degree weather we had today, kids at Riverside High School out on the court, getting their practice in, inspired by those in the big show.
It gave me a little inspiration, to come up here and play ball. It's great because they haven't made it to the finals in a long time.
This right now, an awesome moment in history for all the fans eager to see an NBA championship finally come to the city of Milwaukee. Thank you for joining us for our extended Bucks coverage ahead of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Our coverage continues online, on our news app, and tonight on TMJ4 News at 10. Milwaukee, this is the moment we've waited for. Let's go Bucks.